to all my friends out there. How you guys? I hope everyone is doing okay. This video is bargain shopping pitfalls. That's why a lot of people don't do it. They go, it's just not worth the hassle. All kinds of stuff can go wrong. Plus, I don't want to be driving from this place to that place to this place. And then my best ever bargains, Walmart. Okay, all right, let's see. All right. The worst thing in my mind is overrings. Like you get home and you found out you were charged for something you didn't buy. And then you gotta go back there and you gotta tell them, listen, I didn't get this item. To me, that is irritating. One night I brought the food home. I just wanted to eat my blasted pie, and my blasted pie was totally not worth eating. Something like that. So if I get home and then I gotta go back to the place, well, yeah, we refund you. Yeah, I don't want to make a special trip back. So that to me is the number one bad thing, overrings. Okay, let's see. The price under the item is not the right price. You think that you got it at a certain price, but that's not the right price. That's just the wrong tag. And all the writing is very, very tiny. That's irritating. Okay, so I've been doing this thing where I go shopping early. So Ralph's, I went to Ralph's this morning looking for produce. Because when I went to the food pantry, they gave us a lot of fruits and vegetables. And I reported to you guys that they're saying people are not eating as much fruit and vegetables. Pitfall about fruits and vegetables. Hell, I can get this fruit and vegetables free at the food pantry. That is not why I quit going, because at the one I went to, they were out. So I said, leave that for people who really, really, really need it. So another pitfall with produce is some of it is not worth eating. Yeah, you can eat it, but I don't like food that's really like so close to spoiling that it's really spoiled. So, okay, let's see. I actually got some nice stuff. I got 5 bags for $1. So I've been getting up early. I've been going to check out the markdown produce. And since Saturday, I think today's Wednesday, I don't know, finally this morning they had some. So I got 2 for 5 zucchinis for $1. I will make some pickles. I got 2 for 5, 8 of these green peppers. And the awesome thing about these is they generate seeds. So this is one thing I did grow was peppers, and I just dry the seeds and then I plant them, and I should be getting better. And then I got for $1 2 bell peppers and one of these big peppers. And then I got this was a nice assortment: a pear, 3 apples, and an orange for $1. That's a pretty good deal. And then I got 6 potatoes for $1. So I got 5 items, and that is more than enough. If you can find this kind of stuff, I would grab these. And also, you know, canning stuff, I would grab those. We'll come to that in a minute. Okay, so I got the produce. And this week, before they got a lot of stuff marked down, this is the thing. You cannot wait until you really need the stuff. You gotta get the stuff when the stuff is there. Okay, I got sweet potatoes and a bag of red potatoes. So that was awesome because I prefer to buy smaller portions than 5 and 10 pound bags, if I can. So the first thing I did was I made a beeline to the markdown produce shelves, and I found some. Then I went along the, and I went early. I went along the dairy and the lunch meat. Lunch meat has been high. And then around, you know, to the yogurt and then the meat. But I really don't need meat, but there was some good deals. And then they have a markdown shelf, so I got two things. I got this flaxseed plus multigrain flake cereal. So now one thing I try to find is cereal. If I can find it low cost, $1.89, and this was regularly $2.79, and the expiration was December 24th. So there's not a long expiration, but it's long enough so that I'm going to have time to consume it. And then this was an awesome deal. I got this lemon cook and serve pudding. So that's what I got at Ralph's. Now to me, to get the produce and the cereal, one time I had a bunch of cereal, and they had a donation bin in the bank. And I'm walking in, and this guy with his family pulls up. This was right after, like, the bank was burned during the George Floyd thing. And he said, "What are you doing with that cereal?" I go, "I was going to donate it. You want it?" And he says, "Yeah, I lost my job. We could use it." I said, "Oh, awesome." So cereal is a good thing. And if you don't get around to eating it, you can always donate it. So that's what I got at Ralph's. So that was awesome. And then this is some tea. So then just on the Jello and the pudding, it would have been $5.74, and I paid $2.63, and then $1 a bag for the produce. So that was awesome. So back to the pitfalls. Not as fresh as long expiration. I was going to pay full price for sweet potatoes, and there wasn't. They were very old. I said, no, I'm not going to pay full price for these. If they're too old, it's not worth buying. So the expiration, what I try to find is the longest expiration I can if I'm paying full price. And then if you are really broke, go to the food pantry. Okay, now the all-time best markdown shopping I ever did in my life was Walmart. I could not believe this. I never shop early at Walmart, but I will from now on. So I want to show you these awesome deals. So I put all of these awesome deals in a Top Ramen box. And they have a discount place. And I was up at 7 o'clock. You know that old saying, the early bird gets the worm? That's the truth. All right, the first thing I got was this this Spam meat for $1. And the expiration is, okay, I got it for $1 and it was $3.22. All these Spam meats are not created equal. I didn't write the expiration. Oh, here it is. Let's see. 11/28. So this was an awesome deal. Walmart. Then I got this chick beef for 75 cents. And this stuff is getting pricey. $3.86. That's incredible. That's expensive for this stuff. Usually I go through and write the expiration. Okay, then I got, this is another good thing. I got this can of chili, white bean chili. So that's a meal, more than enough for a day. Is this a vegetarian? Yeah, plant-based chili. I don't mind plant-based food. In fact, I'm trying to move to a little bit more vegetables, and I will tell you. Then I got this Sloppy Joe mix, 75 cents. This stuff was $3.97. So that is awesome because I like to make sloppy joes and tater tots for Halloween. It's a family tradition. All right, that's awesome. Then I got this box of instant oatmeal, so another box of cereal for 50 cents, and it was $1.84. How many packets? Yeah, they always give you 6 packets, and you need 7 for a week. But instant oatmeal, so what I'm trying to train myself, and it's not going well, is oatmeal with milk or yogurt and bananas and raisins. Because I've been watching this video of a woman that's 102 years old that owns the Golden Door, so go find that on my X and watch it. Mainly at this age, my job is survival. Then I got this honey bourbon barbecue sauce. And I usually make chicken 1 or 2 times a week, and barbecue is my favorite way to make it. So that was the food I got. That's, you know, we've been used to over consuming. So, okay, I got this awesome shampoo and conditioner for $1, and it was $10.49. So that was an awesome deal. You know what happens is you run out of shampoo at the worst possible moments. Then I got this, what is this? This is another shampoo for $1. This one was $12.57. The main thing to remember about shampooing your hair is you're shampooing your scalp and then just run a little bit through your hair, especially if you wash your hair every day. Then I got this shampoo sulfate free for $1, and it was $7.98. This much shampoo lasts me a long time, in spite of the fact that I wash my hair a lot. Okay, and then I got this hair mask for $1.50, and it was $14.97. So this one item I got for 1/10 of the original price. So this is my little box of awesome markdowns I got at Walmart. So just this one, well, actually just these 2, because that much produce is going to last for a long time. But you do have to make a little effort to preserve it sometime. But that is what we have to do. So let's see. I added it up. It cost me $9.25, and I got $61.36 worth of items. All stuff I use all the time. I mentioned to you guys, and you know, don't discount how important it is to be generous, you know, like if somebody needed food or something. Okay, then I sold a book, which was awesome, and I'm kind of getting the hang of it, and I want to tell you guys, because some of you might want to earn extra money. I heard that in jail, the 2 favorite reading materials is the Bible and How to Make $1 Million. So I got a tip from this guy, and it was try to find new books that have just been published. So this was a new book. It was Open Your Mind to Prosperity, and I listed it for $6 because it was a paperback. So I would see these young girls going in with piles of books, and I thought, how do they sell it? Well, you find something that sells and you find the right price. So this guy told me when he sells a book, he goes and he tries to find another one. So I thought that was a good tip. And then he also mentioned if you can find sets of books. So I'll show you what I bought today. Like, all right, this is why you want to reserve some money. I have a collection of these, but I don't have this one. Villainy Victorious by L. Ron Hubbard. These books are $50 plus. But going back to the sets, if you went into a thrift store and like somebody died and their family donated a big collection of L. Ron Hubbard books, it would be so awesome. And then the other book, and I had to pay these Rosicrucian vegetarian books, they're like $50 plus. We got a really good deal on this for me because my son went to a bookstore. So I haven't found any. Well, if I was desperate for money, I would sell. I wouldn't want to, but I guess I would sell my L. Ron Hubbard book. I find him very fascinating. And some of these books were written way before Scientology. Open your mind to prosperity. So I went to the thrift store to buy books, and I actually was lucky because I found 4 books. And the thing about books are like $1 each, and then depending on how much they're worth. So I bought this, I think it was last week, this Betty Crocker cookbook, and I have a couple watchers on it. So I listened to the guy and I thought, wow, I'm going to try to find Betty Crocker cookbooks. I didn't find that, but I found a Betty Crocker chicken book. And then I have sold a couple of these cookbooks. You know, this is an excellent cookbook. And I don't sell them for too much because I am convinced that if you gouge people, you're not going to make the money. Just find out what it sells. And so, okay, I bought 4 books, and then I found another elephant for my elephant collection, but I didn't notice. It's like you have to check your receipts. You have to check everything you bought. So my elephant had a broken tusk, but I figured this elephant was part of this collection, so I bought it. But I didn't notice the broken tusk. So that is not good because now I can't sell it, but that's okay. I can still enjoy it. So that is what I do for a living aside from other things. Okay, now for cooking. I'm putting the cooking at the end. All right, I've been mentioning that I wanted to make granola, and I got it. Look at this. There was more. I ate some. So the thing about it is you mix all your granola ingredients. It can be whatever you have. And then the only thing you need is 1/2 cup butter. And you know, I bought the good butter marked down at Ralph's. And 3/4 cup honey. So you heat that. And then I had homemade peanut butter. I only made half a batch. I've been doing a lot of cooking lately. You're gonna eat better, okay? And I want to show you something. Okay, the good butter. You want to buy enough and then wait until it goes on sale. Look at the difference in the butter. First of all, you don't get very much, but look at this. And so another thing, you know, the lady who's going to be making the scones, she told me she buys vanilla, $30 a bottle. I might do that, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so 5 cups oatmeal, 1 cup shredded coconut, 1/2 cup wheat germ, 3/4 cups sunflower seeds, 1 1/4 cup almonds or peanuts, 2 teaspoons sesame seed. Okay, I don't have sesame seeds. I don't have wheat germ yet, but I think that would be a good thing to put in your granola. And then 1 cup, with the 3/4 cups honey, you can use pancake syrup. Okay, 1 cup raisins. So I mentioned to you guys a way to make a big bowl of pasta salad was a bag of macaroni, a bag of frozen vegetables, and Italian salad dressing. That'll do it. But if you have other veggies and you put those in your, you know, you can put chickpeas, you can put carrots, you can put olives, you can put tomatoes, you can put grated cheese, whatever you have. But if you're broke, you can just put pasta, frozen vegetables, and Italian salad dressing. So how I made this, and it's really good, is I had my oatmeal and I used half a batch. I'm making half a batch. Then I had this Dollar Tree trail mix, so I added all the dry ingredients, and that was all I added. Then for the wet that you stir it around on your granola, I use 2 tablespoons butter, because I have found a lot of times you don't need that much butter, especially when it's expensive. Then I added a 1/4 cup, half honey, and I had Dollar Tree honey, and half peanut butter. So I carefully melted that so as not to burn the peanut butter. I put it all over, and I used a little cooking spray. I gotta get a couple more of these. These are expensive, but this one was from Dollar Tree. I just sprayed that, then I put the granola, and it's 30 minutes at 300, stir every 10 minutes. But when granola starts to get brown, then just keep a close eye on it, because you can burn it. Okay. So now I'm going to have cereal, and that is the whole idea. Granola is good on yogurt, which you can make with fruit and granola. That's a good dessert. And then I've been saving my jars. Here is one. And so I'll just put my granola in my jar. I keep it in the refrigerator. Let me take off these rings. I don't know. So, it's already August, you guys. We've got to hold our cash. You know, no telling what's going to happen. It's best to hold your cash, and then if nothing happens, well, that's fine. You have some cash. I mentioned to you during one bad recession when I was young, I had $3,500, and this guy wanted to get rid of his house, and I went to the bank and I said, I want to withdraw. $3,500 was all the money I had, and I had sold my beauty shop, and I had threatened to divorce my ex-husband, and I should have. So I only had $3,500, and I thought, I gotta buy something before my ex-husband squanders it. That's the truth. So they wouldn't give me the money out of the bank. Luckily, my dad was home, and I called my dad, and my dad had to go down there and blah, 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 and get the money. And it was a Friday night, and there was a lot of people at the house, but I told the guy I have $3,500 in my purse. I could give it to you right now. So, you know, I got the house. And I've heard other wild stories. So now you can go through this stuff in a hurry. All right, now that's the granola, but and the peanut butter. All right, now one thing that is a good thing to stockpile in case there's some spike in dairy is nuts. So you might be thinking, I don't have a lot of extra money. Okay, this is a Dollar Tree bag of cashews. Get a small one or two. And then I made cashew milk. So I want to show you, see how thick and gluey the cashew milk is? It's going to make a lot. So what I did was I had 3 cups water and the little package of cashew nuts, and I brought them almost to a boil, and I just held it there. And then when you can tell when the cashew nuts are really, really soft is eat one. And so then at this point, because I mean, if you want really thick milk for some kind of reason, it's okay, but for drinking, I'll show you how thick it is. Tastes good though. All it is cashews, 1 package, that's about 2.5 ounces. So it was 3/4 cup. 3 cups water and the little package. And I figured it would result in 2 cups, and it looks like it does. So I'm going to add about 2 more cups. So it's about 4 cups of milk. So then you can drink it or eat it on cereal. So you're not going to be milkless. Cereal with no, a lot of people are not eating milk on their cereal. I don't know if it's because they don't have any, but if you want to try to go the vegetarian way, you're still going to have some milk. Let me see if I can pour it in this little thing so I can show you. So this is some nice, you can use almonds, but if you use almonds, you have to boil them until they get soft enough for you to pinch the skin off. The best milk is cashew, the best tasting. So, okay, you're going to have cereal and you're going to have milk. So you're going to be able to get by. All right, now, I made cheese out of the buttermilk. I want to show you again. I had buttermilk. And I just heated it to almost boiling, and then I held it there until the buttermilk started to coagulate, and then I just let it cool in the pan. So you see I have some nice cheese, and then keep the whey because I'm going to show you. Here is the cheese. So if you don't have buttermilk, but you have shelf-stable milk or any kind of milk, just add a little vinegar to the let me press this into a little cheese ball. And once you make this a couple times, you're going to get good at it. Today I saw a little crock. I should have bought it. I want to leave this out. So here it is. Here's the cheese. So the more stuff we learn how to make, the better off we're going to be. Then I made potato soup. This is good. This is my old potato soup, but I used the whey. So if you use whey, you don't have to add milk or cream. Just boil your potatoes in water, but if you have whey, all the much better. And then when the potatoes are really soft, then add half evaporated milk and a pat of butter. But what I had was I purposely saved this. This is my bacon grease. So it's whey, potatoes. I put a little garlic powder, and I could put chives, but it has dry onions. Just use your creative license. So if you cook it with the bacon grease, it's going to flavor your potatoes. So I have I have soup, because if I have soup, then I can have crackers. Dollar Tree. So breakfast, lunch, and these stay fresh quite a while too if you close them carefully. So when you can use milk with vinegar. We're going to go into the vinegar thing in a minute. So this is just like bread. That's why I stockpile crackers. So also in the morning you can have bread and cheese too. And this cheese is so tasty. You can use it like cream cheese. And then, here's the homemade peanut butter. This time, I used the Smart and Final peanuts. I took them out of the shell and then I roasted them 250 on each side for 10 minutes. Then I took the warm peanuts. Your peanuts are going to blend a whole lot easier if they're warm. And I just put the warm peanuts in a kitchen towel and I just rolled them. And it's a big mess though. And the skin will come off and then I just ground them and I didn't need any oil or anything. But if your peanut butter doesn't come out this good, just add a little bit of oil, like a tablespoon. All right, here it is. So we have breakfast and we have lunch. All right. Okay, now why stock up? Maybe a war is coming. So think about 2 cans meat. So I got the chipped beef and luncheon loaf, but it could be tuna and it could be salmon. So this is a lot of food. And mainly with this, I would make sandwiches. 2 cans evaporated milk or shelf-stable milk. Cereal, it could be oatmeal, it could be any kind of cereal. Peanut butter, so if you stockpile a lot of peanuts, that's a good way. And crackers for 6 months. So let me show you. These videos are long, but I think we should be, continuing. 2 cans beans. So you saw I got the chili beans. Did I take out? Oh yeah, I did. This was a good one. All right, here's the evaporated milk. You can use that just like cream. And then you guys saw me make the chili and with macaroni, and I saved the container. And then I could put my own soup in there. And I also have, for beans, spiced chickpeas. You can have this with rice. And then I took out the sardines I was going to show you. So you can just stockpile 2 extra a week. Make rice, cook it down until it's dry, then add coconut milk. So if you have coconut, you make it just like the thick cashew milk. And when you get it soft, blend it, and then you put that on your rice with some mangoes. So I took out a can of mangoes to show you guys. Some people, I mean, it depends on, I bought this rice at Walmart. It depends what kind of job you have. Like, okay, you know, all this conflict, when women see that, they stop spending, and they should. Okay, so 2 cans of beans, save thin plastic bottles. So I took out my, this kind of thin. So in case of some water contamination, you can put your water in these very thin plastic bottles and leave them out in the hot sun for a while, and that'll pretty much sterilize them. And sometimes if there's sediment, it'll rise to the top. So here is tomato soup and broccoli and cheese soup. And then if you can afford it, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Sun chips are $5 a bag. So for what the sun chips would cost, you can almost buy the stuff for the cheese and the peanut butter. But it's good for stockpiling, so that's why I wanted to mention it to you guys. I want my followers prepare little by little. Then you're not going to get stuck in the house with a bunch of stuff you don't want. All right. So if there's less meat, we're going to have fat in the nuts. In the coconut milk, well, you can see a little bit too here. See that film on the top? That's the oil in the cashews. Okay. Okay, now vinegar. You need vinegar for pickling, water sanitation, and you can wipe your dishes off with that. A lot of RV living people do that. So now the thing to worry about, not worry sick, is water purification. I'm going to be getting one of those straws. What are the life straw? But also in the day, back in Alexander the Great day, the water was purified with, it's called the mother, what is that called? Anyway, when people have fought to the death over grape vines. When your grape juice sets out for like 2 months, a film will come onto the top of it, and you can use that to sanitize your water. That's how Alexander the Great, it's like sour wine. You can use fruit juice, grape juice. They've made it with like dates, with figs. It was called forgotten wine, and there'll be a thin like scum on the top. So you put that, so the rash, I'm thinking, how could they drink one to one vinegar and water? Well, because this scum on the top was put into the water, and then that was measured out half and half. But that needs to be remembered just in case, God forbid, because if the water, you really need to mother of vinegar. So that needs to be figured out now, not waiting until something happens. I'm going to be looking into this. Okay, now for dinner. Okay, I told you I was watching the lady that was 102 that was a vegetarian. So I made these. These are peppers. Remember, I bought the green peppers? And I stuffed them with homemade cheese that I made, just like the one I showed you. And I put some olives. I made them kind of like like an enchilada. So salt, pepper, olives, chives, and then I wrapped those up with bacon, and I baked them, and this was the results. So these are bacon wrapped. So if you want to be a true vegetarian, you can't have bacon. And then this is, I had bought crickneck squash, so at the same time I roasted these. I just roasted them at 350 degrees. So let me try one. All right, I made these a little while ago. So now think about these salads. Salads with cottage cheese and nuts. Those are like meals for vegetarians. So that is why I paid all of that money for the vegetarian cookbook. So, you know, there's easier ways to make this stuff that don't involve so much cooking. But the main thing is you want to start getting used to eating more veggies now, so that if something happens, we can survive on vegetables. So this woman, the 102 woman, said one of her favorite meals is chili rellenos. So I thought I'll try to concoct something just using what I have. So doing your grocery shopping early and being flexible and eating more vegetables. All right, but still, when you get used to the, okay, now back to, okay, cheese. You can, if you have milk, save whey and make homemade bread. So with all the whey I have more than enough to make fry bread or a loaf of bread like I did last time. Remember in the little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating her curds and whey? Make sure you get I want to cut this in half and see what happened to my... Okay, now when you're making homemade stuff and you're new about it, I mean, who knows what happened here. Oh, that looks good. Take a look at this. You could add a little salsa. I think that I need some salsa. Let's see if I have some salsa. I also have pickled food in here. I also have sour cream. That'd be good. I have sour cream at all times so that I can make. I gotta have some hot sauce or something. So we're gonna use our creative license to come up with this stuff. My refrigerator is way too full still. So that's, okay, here we go. So I have some hot sauce. So, and so the great thing that I've been doing is making enough so that I have some next for the, I guess I don't need cream cheese since I have cheese in there. So I could have made this with bell peppers. Okay, so think about cheese. Save your way to make bread or fry bread. Right, and then think about your carb foods. Rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, squash. The thing about squash is like the peppers. You're going to have lots of seeds. And so I think the thing, my mouth is watering. I hope it's not too hot for me. So I'm using that is perfect. You can de-skin them if you want. Roast them at 400. Put them in a baggie for 5 or 10 minutes and the skin will come right off. So I heard if one eats spicy food, it kind of kills your sweet tooth. I go, that seems like a good idea. And then this generated the best oil for making stuff. So we want to get into the habit of being conservative. And then I put salt, pepper, and paprika on the squash. So I have one crookneck squash left. If there's food shortage, it's going to be on wheat, rice, potatoes. Sweet potatoes are already expensive. Squash and pasta, and then for canned vegetables, peas, corn, and green beans, because you can make stews and soup. I showed you. And then save your jars and try to acquire jars, because I heard a prophecy that people are going to be desperate for jars. Already I can't find them like I used to. Canning jars and lids. Sugar, salt, pepper, and then honey and molasses. All right, so let me give you a shot of this. So this was a long video, so I think I'm going to stop here. I like to get everything in the videos that I want to say and then move on to another topic tomorrow. So I don't know if you can see the fruit back there. Get your fruit early and get fruit. It's going to be the best thing for you. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Oh, I want to show you something. All right. This is my potato plant. See this? I heard, I have to look up and look how long does a potato mature, but they say once the stems start dying, then the potatoes should be ready. I mean, even if I only got a couple. And so when I got potatoes at the food pantry, I think someone had grown them at it was called Urban Garden across the street, and they were so tasty. And when they sprouted, I just put them in the dirt. So if you're new and you want to start indoor, try potatoes. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.